All right. Hello, everybody. According to this thing, I am live now, and my face is just frozen there. Can y'all at least hear me? And we're gonna fix that real quick. I ain't. There we go. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, this light sucks. Let me see if I can. Oh, shit. I look like a creeper now. Oh, shit. Hi, everybody. Hello, boys and girls, children of all ages. And I probably shouldn't say that. Okay, here we go. Am I? Can you hear me? Can you see me now? Can you? Cab you. Can you see it? It's not. Do you hear me now? It's. Can you see me now? Good Lord. So apparently I'm on. According to YouTube, I'm on. I think according to YouTube I'm on. Yes. According to YouTube I'm on. I'm live and living color. I think. Let's see. Even though I moved. Ah, crap. I don't even want to look at that. I'll look at this. Is anybody still on? Okay, everything seems to be excellent. Anyway, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald right here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's episode of the Spot Show live stream. I guess let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me, or let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me. Uh, and see what's going on here. Yeah, wild side time tonight. Um, if you can't tell right now, I am on location this week, and where am I at? Lovely Lake Park, Georgia. I had to think about that. I was about to say beautiful Bowling Springs again, but all right. So yes, people can see me. Appreciate it. Now let me turn this phone down. Oh, all right. Yes, no cool entrance or anything like that. Just well, actually, trying to get my shit together in this hotel room and uh, trying to convert everything. I thought I had everything set up on my laptop to go live whenever I wanted to, but apparently not. So that's why I'm 25, 28, 30 minutes late. All right, all good. Everybody sees me in chat. Yes. Anyway, hello everybody. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome everybody here to the Spot Show live stream. Yes, it is Thursday. Hello Brenda Watson. Hello Joe King. Uh, uh, cue in on that joke. The promotion that was in Cornea at one time was NWA Wildside. Bell time was supposed to be 8 o'clock. Usually about 8:30. 8:30 sometimes. Average time was 8:30. Usually 30 minutes late. Um, excuse me. But anyway, appreciate everybody tuning in. So hopefully everybody comes in. Hey, um, see, I get flustered a little easy when things are just not up in order. But anyway, we'll manage through. If you see my videos this week, the Raw recap, the Wednesday or Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, you know that was a, can I say it? That was a clusterfuck. Like right now. Uh, how's the sound? Is the sound okay? Can y'all hear me? Because I'm using a crappy $5 mic. Uh, very blue, very blue earphones. Um, all from the Dollar. No, actually, this is from Walmart, Dollar General. Hey, work with me, kids. But anyway, so yeah, hopefully you're entertained by me being a little bit flustered here so far. Um, so if you want to, say hey in the chat if you're watching live. If you watch this on the replay, say hello as well. Let me know what you think about anything I talk about this evening. Let's see. Let's get right to it. God, gosh. What should we get to first? Little stuff here. And also, I forgot the part here that really helps me out. The likes, they help me out. The comments, they help me out. And also, being a champion, hitting that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you'll know when I have a video up. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. I forgot my hat today. Forgot my wig. Didn't have my wig on. Actually, it's pretty good. Actually feels somewhat better. It's just like at home when because I had the light up here at home. So if I keep my hat off, it's not funny, but it's funny. Uh, the light does glare off my dome, little bit of a dome here, or my big dome here. But anyway, I know you don't want to sit here and chat about me and my what I forgot, what I didn't remember, and difficulties running this live stream tonight. But anyway, let's get into some fun stuff. What you folks came here for? Let's talk about wrestling. Unfortunately, sad news. Let me get my notes here. As everybody knows, Kevin Sullivan has fell on some hard times here. Back in May 12th of 2024, while in Florida for an autograph signing, Kevin suffered a devastating accident. He underwent emergency surgery that saved his leg and life, but faced severe complications, including sepsis and encephalitis. Hope I got that right. Never was good about, even though I took medical terminology. Actually, I did. Okay, I did pretty good in college medical terminology. High school, I didn't do too good at medical terminology. Anyway, so yeah, he went through that. He's at home right now. Being taken care of by his loved ones. Oops. See, I just don't like this at all. I'm not going to like this at all. He's at home. I think that's his daughter right there taking care of him. And of course, for those of you who don't remember who Kevin Sullivan is, he had a great career doing the territories. Georgia, Memphis. Here he is in Memphis with Jimmy Hart being his manager. That is Wayne Ferris. If you don't know who Wayne Ferris is, he grew up to become the Honky Tonk Man. And this is almost in his prime, Kevin Sullivan here. Apparently, him and Tony Atlas was good friends, so Tony Atlas got him into bodybuilding. He also competed in some, not like mainstream bodybuilding competitions. It was mostly, pro-am, or not pro-am, but minor league, I guess you would call it, independent, whatever, bodybuilding competitions where he did pretty good. One thing he is famous for is the whole, I guess, Prince of Darkness, devil worshiping gimmick he did in Florida. You see him with Oliver Humperdinck, his future ex-wife there, Nancy Sullivan. May she rest in peace. Everybody knows what wound up happening to her, but he had Mark Lewin, who became the Purple Haze in his stable, Mike Davis at one time, Bob Roop, who came making Micah Sane, I can't pronounce it right now, but who else? Luna Vachon convinced her to shave half her head too, and everything. So yeah, he had a big career in Florida. Came to WCW or NWA Crockett's and managed a varsity club with Rick Steiner and Mike Rotundo. and became a, he was a booker too as well. Don't want to don't want to talk too much about Kevin Sullivan like he's gone already, but um, hopefully he does get better and live on. And I mean, we're losing too. I'm losing too much to these childhood legends. So um, all right, what did Joe King say? I can't read it. There we go. If you don't know who Kevin Sullivan is, you shouldn't be watching this. That's Joe King speaking. Hey, I'm here to educate. If I can sit there and go, this is this person, that's what YouTube is for. You can hear from me. After you watch my show, of course, you go back to YouTube, download some Kevin Sullivan stuff, and so yes, be nice. I say, watch this. If you really want to know about classic wrestling, hey, tune into the Friday night show, wrestling Gold Friday night. But here we, like I said, seeing it pop up. Crap, I forgot to copy and paste they have set up a GoFundMe to handle some of his expenses. You can probably Google that if you want to, and if feel free to donate. I know Tony Khan, of course, Chris Jericho, a lot of superstars or a lot of wrestlers have donated to helping old Kevin Sullivan out. So hopefully he gets better, gets doing well, because like I haven't said this yet. He's another guy. Even though I don't think he really worked the WWF for Vince Senior or Vince Junior. I definitely know during the '80s he didn't. Um, but he needs to be in our Hall of Fame. Not so. He needs to have that one moment of the spotlight on him. Um, but anyway, like I said, hope he gets well. Let's move along now. Speaking of the WWF, apparently Stephanie Vancouver, who's a big free agent at AEW and WWE. We're looking at, well, it looks like WWE has won the, I guess, bidding war, if you want to call it that. Shawn Michaels took to social media to announce that Stephanie Vancouver has officially signed with the WWE. Welcoming Vancouver to the WWE family. Michaels added, "See you in Orlando," so that's saying that, that's pretty much telling us she will start in NXT. I have no problem with that there. I think I've seen a couple matches of hers. Pretty decent. On Tuesday morning, CMLL revealed that Vancouver would be leaving the promotion, relinquishing her women's championship, also her World Women's Tag Team Championship. The exact day of Vancouver's WWE television debut remains unknown. Recently, she did have a match with Mercedes Moné. Her New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Championship was on the line. That was at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. Of course, Mercedes Moné winds up winning that match. So basically, everybody was kind of cooking. She was put whoever she had to put over and getting ready to come to the WWF. So, with the exception of the Women's Championship, apparently, I think AEW and New Japan and CMLL, they're kind of in their feels about this. But from what I read too, that she was more than willing to, wrestle a couple more matches and, lose these championship, put whoever she needed to put over and continue on. But I guess they had bigger plans or whatever, or supposedly. You know how these things work. If you're kind of getting a name and people want you, and supposedly she was under the WWE radar for a while, so therefore, they won out, they got her. So good luck to her. Looking forward to seeing some matches with, again, the best that NXT has to offer, main roster too. Should be some interesting stuff. But, AEW is not totally losers yet. Do y'all remember the Maximum Male Models. Well, they got released by WWE, and now they're going to be all elite. Yes, Ring of Honor, AEW, um, has picked them up. Uh, they go by the name of Mace and Mansart, who joined Tony Khan's company, do remain together after being released from WWE last year. Yes, official sign with Ring of Honor, AEW. Let's see. No plans has really been disclosed yet. Let's see. The tag team name of Mason Maiden Madden and Mansoor recently appeared on vignettes aired on Ring of Honor, following reports of their backstage presence and plans for them within the brand. Fans will soon see what impact they will bring to both AEW and Ring of Honor. However, it looks like AEW star and one half of the Acclaim, Max Caster, uh, doesn't approve of this. Uh, he doesn't approve of them joining the company. Apparently, I guess they're in a little bit of a social media war right now, a little Twitter war or X war. I'm pretty sure this is all part of a storyline. So good luck to them. Hopefully the best for them in Ring of Honor and AEW. All right, speaking of AEW, the conclusion of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament was completed last night. On the men's side we had Bryan Danielson winning. He defeated the Rhinestone Cowboy, uh, Adam Page. Decent little match they had. Bryan got busted up, and I don't get the whole putting your face in a bloody wound thing. It is what it is, I guess. Somebody make a yeah, Mansur. I can't pronounce his name. I barely watched him in WWE. Um, but basically the whole maximum male models. Of course, Maxine Dupree was one of them, but she aligned herself with Otis and the Alpha Academy. LA Knight was part of the team under another name, and he said F this and went back to being LA Knight and pretty much let these two guys in the dust. They couldn't do nothing with her, I guess, newfound freedom, if you want to call it that. So, like I said, shall I pick on Ring or AEW right now? Yeah, why not? They'll probably be there, and you will not. Nobody care. Maybe this little Twitter war with Max, uh, Max Castro would be probably the only thing they do, because that's the way they cook your crumbles in AEW. They bring people in and kind of just um, even talented people. So, but yeah, like I said, Bryan Danielson, he's the winner of the men's side of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. This will get him a chance at the AEW World Champion, Swerve Strickland at All In at Wembley Stadium in August. It's on a Saturday, so I'll definitely 90% sure I'll be seeing that pay-per-view, since again it's on a Saturday afternoon as well. So um God, last year's just lasted fucking forever. uh it was not bad. I mean, um but yeah, that should be a good match between Bryan Danielson and Swerve Strickland. On the women's side, it was, whoops, did I mess up here? I guess so. Oh well. It was Mariah May who won on the women's side. Of course, she was the protege of Tony Storm, but as soon as I got back on the stage there, Mariah May took the belt and whacked her upside the head. Got a little bloody there, or ketchup. I seen somebody put in the comments, "Oh wow, ketchup." this is great. Um, so yeah, it'll be Tony Storm and Mariah May at Wembley Stadium for All In for the AEW Women's Championship. So um, I guess a pretty good little story, if you want to call it that. Have Mariah May come in and act like this, fanatic fan of Tony Storm, then eventually turn on her when she finally got the opportunity. So at least that story wise, it could get interesting. So like I say, got from now until what, late August. I forgot what date the uh pay-per-view is for All In. So, but like I said, 90% sure I will be seeing that. What else happened on Dynamite last night? Swerve Strickland. Of course, the match is made between him and Bryan Danielson. He also threw in his name, be the leader of the team AEW for Blood and Guts. Um, Definitely see what happens with that. What else we got going on? There's a lot of things going on AEW that, like I said, some of it makes sense. Some of it seems like it's just thrown up in the air week by week. So, um, but hopefully, like I said, they'll do the story right and make it at least something makes sense. Um, MJF, he recently uh, turned heel, and speaking of All In, it'll be MJF and Will Ospreay for the international title, not at All In, but next week on Dynamite. So, pretty sure everybody will want to check that out. Anyway, let's talk a little WWE. Big news on Raw this week was Mommy has returned. Yes, Rhea Ripley has returned, or at least returned to TV. Not sure when she'll have her first match yet. If she is 100%, she wouldn't want her to cast or anything. So that's good news. But boy, she looked pissed. And like I said in my Raw recap, that wasn't a hey, you're sleeping on the couch argument. That looked like a bona fide get your shit and get the out of my house argument. So uh, definitely a good segment there. Good little build up. Knew it was going to happen, but again, you can always know if things can be predictable and just be lame. And then there's things where it can be predictable but still yet entertaining. I mean, how many action movies have people watched and you really know what's going to happen, or horror movies, and you know what's going to happen, then it happens, but the story was entertaining enough that you don't care it was predictable. You loved it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's happy to see Rhea Ripley return. Hopefully she can get her belt back soon. One of the, like I said, uh, I guess you can easily say she's probably the number one woman in the WWE, the most popular and everything. So, um, again, good for her. Glad she was able to make a recovery and come back as soon as she did. So things will definitely be interesting from here on out. And of course, you got a whole big situation. You got the whole group now. Judgment Day. It's like now what's going to happen with them? Liv Morgan did help Finn Balor and JD McDonough win the World Tag Team Championship. So is there going to be a Team Morgan or a Team Rhea? We shall see what all happens with that. Like I said, that's not either. I'm not thinking clearly right now, or it's not easily as predictable, or even if they go that route. So it's definitely going to be something interesting to uh, plug into here. Um, and speaking of somebody returning, during the Money in the Bank premium live event, John Cena announced he will be retiring. And yes, he stated that after what did he say, 3 decades of being in the WWE, Last few years kind of been part time because he's become a movie star, sort of. Um, so now he's like, okay, I'm done, gonna be done wrestling for now, forever, and whatnot. No semi-retirement, just flat out retiring now. Uh, he had a good career though. I mean, um, whether you liked him or hate him, I mean, uh, when you want to talk grind, Josh Cena did that grind. You gotta respect the guy for that. He made all the Raws, SmackDowns. If the brands were together, if the brands were split, of course, he made the Raws, the house shows, uh, the guest spots on radio and the Make a Wish Foundation stuff, the personal appearances, all that good stuff. All the things the WWE likes for people, especially their world champion, especially the face of their company, to do. Be that person. And I mean, he did it. He did it for a long time. Uh, I didn't really like the whole white rapper gimmick. That's just me. Just didn't see that. And John Cena, I mean, it's okay. It's kind of okay being a comedy act, um, but once he got finally top person, top guy, he had a good host of opponents to face. Had Edge, Randy Orton, Batista, Shawn Michaels. I think he had a couple of matches with Shawn Michaels that were good. Uh, I mean, I'm not saying you weren't gonna get a 5-star match out of John Cena, but what he could do and what other people can get him to do, and the people who's matched up against, made it pretty watchable at times. Great rivalry with Randy Orton, like I said. Also Edge, and he was quick on the mic. I don't think I think he was one of the few people, especially during that time, where they had to write promos for everybody. I think it got to the point where they gave him key points, and he kind of ad lib went, did it ad lib off the cuff and everything else. So that's 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 pretty good, especially during that times where they had these writers and hey, here's your lines, repeat them, then go out there and do them. I think John Cena got to the point where he didn't really have to do that, and it showed. Um, and since we're talking about Money in the Bank, let's talk about the results of the Money in the Bank premium live events. Sorry, I keep screwing that up. One of these days I'll get it right. One of these days. Uh, I thought it was okay. I didn't. I mean, I hate to put things on a scale. I would say probably a 6 or 7 out of 10. Wasn't bad. Yes. Did it have botches? Sure. Does every pay per view have botches? Yes. Does every Raw have botches? Yes. Does every Dynamite has botches? Yes. Uh, it's just, how do you hide those botches? And one of them was kind of just kind of hide that one. So it was I'll get to that later. So the first match of the premium live event. Oops, where did I go? Shoot, here. All right, the first match of the night was the men's Money in the Bank match. It was Drew McIntyre, LA Knight. Uh, Shoot, what's that guy's name? Andrade, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, and I forgot that guy's name. Hold on a second, I'll tell you. I have notes for a reason. Oh, Carmelo Hayes. My bad. Um, uh, like I said, decent enough. They all had little moments of shine, or whatever. But in the end, it looked like Jey Uso was going to get it, but Drew McIntyre literally threw a ladder at him. Um, what time did that thing start? It turned it on around seven something, and was yeah, yeah. I remember it was in Canada, so it did start at 7 o'clock. It kind of screwed me up too. Uh, I think I turned it on the Peacock network at like I think well I turned on the Peacock network and it was advertised and it said it was like I think they said it was like 30 minutes in or something like that. Then I turned it on, it was still the pre-show and it was like around 6:30. So that kind of screwed me up. So I did watch the whole pre-show, then the pay-per-view, but it wound up started at 7. Like I said, it was in Canada and uh, which is fine with me. It was over by 10. Yes, I'm getting old. It's Saturday night. uh, I'm like, oh, pay per view, and I'm home at or premium live event, and I'm home. Or it's over by 10, and got my little notes together and some other things done, and I was sound asleep by midnight. Um, but like I said, I thought it was a good pay per view. But yeah, Drew McIntyre did win by throwing a ladder at Jey Uso's face, gave him the Claymore kick, and climbed up the ladder to get the briefcase. Let's see. Um, the next match that night was uh, Sami Zayn going against Braun Breaker. He wound up successfully uh, defending that title against him. Finish came, of course, Braun or Breaker or Braun Breaker was going for the spear. Then Sammy kicked him in the face, gave him the hula kick, and got the 1, 2, 3. Got to go on Raw. Give this, oh, I was the underdog again, blah, blah, blah. And got speared again. Um, so that was good. Sorry. Like I said, I'm not a big Sami Zayn fan, so uh, good talent in the ring, but just not a fan. All right. After that, we had your World Heavyweight Championship match. It was Damian Priest against Seth freaking Rollins. Uh, and of course, this is the match where Drew McIntyre promised he was going to cash in his Money in the Bank. However, I still don't know. I haven't. I guess I ain't really read much about it since then. I think I try and look it up Monday, but nothing. Nobody's. I didn't hear anybody say anything about it yet. Um, I don't know if when Seth had Damian pinned, that's when the DJ was supposed to hit the music, and the DJ didn't hit the music in time, or Damian Priest just forgot to kick out, or didn't hit a 2 count to kick out, blah blah blah. So I don't know if it was on Damian or it was on DJ. After the match, you kind of look on Damian's face; he was kind of frustrated. I want to say that I screwed up, look on his face, so it might have been Damian Priest. But anyway, Drew McIntyre did come in, cash in his briefcase. Thought he was about to win until CM Punk came in and screwed things up there, screwed him over again. They had a post-show thing where Drew McIntyre started yelling about CM Punk, saying he's going to get him. He knows where he lives, yada, yada, yada. What's up? Pac elbowing Adam Pearce. Go back and watch it. Adam Pearce, like I said, as far as just about any GM they've ever had, authority. And I gotta give credit to William Regal when he was in NXT. He made the commissioner or the GM a little more credible instead of just being the abundant heel or trying to screw somebody over type deal. Adam Pearce is not doing that. He's a boss. He acts like a boss, the typical boss you probably run into at your own workplace. But he did he did kind of get that wrestler kind of uh, kind of flex going when you got back elbowed by Drew McIntyre. He got in his face, which, hey, he's a former pro wrestler, multi-time NWA World Champion, regional championships, yada, yada, yada. So that was kind of cool to see. He wasn't going back down and all that other good stuff. So thought that was kind of pretty cool of Adam Pearce. I thought Adam Pearce did he's been doing a good job as when he was like the main GM of both SmackDown and Raw. Then he became just the GM of Raw. I think he's doing a good job. I do think Nick Aldis is doing a good job as well. Like I said, I think William Regal being the GM of NXT for all those times and wasn't the heel GM or anything like that. This is not when he was like general manager of Raw years ago with Tajiri and stuff like that. That was entertaining, but he would only appear on TV very few, here and there, not like every week. Sometimes it was every week, but but it will be more of a serious, legit, GM type person. So, like I said, I think William Regal did, set the template for it, and it's been followed pretty well by Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce. So, but in the end, though, Damian Priest hit the after CM Punk hit Drew McIntyre with the belt. Damian Priest hit the South of Heaven chokeslam on McIntyre, then got the pinfall. He kept the championship. Seth Rollins pissed at CM Punk. They had a good little batter on Raw. That's going to be another feud you can see down the road, I believe. The promos is going to be great on both ends. Keep a little bit of realism in there and a little bit animosity if they truly have any. Definitely looks good. Let me look. Sorry. All right. Just checking the chat, see if I have to answer anything. But anyway, like I said, that's my opinion. Let me know what y'all think about Adam Pearce being a GM and all that. And Nick Aldis. I think Nick Aldis doing a good job on SmackDown. All right. After that, we had the ladies Money in the Bank ladder match. You had Chelsea Green, Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, Naomi, Zoe Stark, and Tiffany Stratton. Very good one here. Good gosh, those poor girls. I'm pretty sure the medical staff was busy that night after especially the ladies ones. I mean, every one of these ladies took hella bumps on those ladders. Poor Zoe Stark, she was going for like a little senton over the rope, and I guess she was trying not to put a full weight on Valkyrie, but she wound up hitting her head on the ladder. Looked pretty. I mean, it didn't cut her. I don't think it cut her up or anything, but you can definitely hear the thud when it hit, and she definitely needs some aspirin after that. Thought she did a good job. Io Sky has just been so entertaining lately. I always been a fan of hers ever since her call up and everything, especially being in Damage Control and all that. Just thought she was just very entertaining. Now she's kind of being the mad. It's like, hey, we need to take back charge here. We've been, Damage Control. Doing that, just like I said, it's been very entertaining. Knows how to entertain in that ring right now, and she's doing very good. Laura Valkyria, she's doing pretty good right now, I think. Still growing. I mean, she's doing pretty good. Naomi, of course, probably I say her and Tiffany Stratton probably the two best athletes on this thing. Legit athletes. Chelsea Green also very entertaining this match. The whole fear of the ladder thing, but hey, you gotta give it to her. It was Tiffany Stratton wins the Money in the Bank after pushing Chelsea Green off the ladder, and she took Chelsea Green took that back bump off on the tables at that, high elevation off the ladder. So give her credit for that. You can definitely tell that's probably the biggest bump she's probably taken. I've never seen her take a big bump like that. So, but she kept herself very safe and everything else, and trusted everybody around her, and uh and was rewarded too when she took the bump safely and all that. But congratulations, Tiffany Stratton. It's Tiffy time. Very impressed with her. She's an annoying brat. You kind of want to boo her, but it's kind of hard to boo her because she is that entertaining and very good in the ring. Very good athlete. So looks like she'll, I think on my Money in the Bank I said, excuse me, I predicted that she would probably cash in on Bailey after the Nia Jax match comes SummerSlam. That was my little prediction, um, but that's the one that kind of makes sense. Like I said, as long as they did, and of course, let let's be real now. Every time somebody cashes in, they get cheered. Drew McIntyre, they been chanting CM Punk at him the whole night, booed him, but when he ran down the ring and was going to cash in, people were popped. People thought he was going to cash in and win it, but that didn't happen, of course. But so, pretty sure when Tiffany Stratton cashes in, she'll get a good pop out of it. Speaking of pops, both Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green, I guess Chelsea is from Canada, so she definitely got a big pop from the whole hometown crowd. Tiffany got a good pop too, just being Tiffany. It's Tiffy time. All right. Then the main event of the night was a 6-man tag. He had the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa being I guess the new tribal chief, Jacob Fatu, and Tamatonga with Tonga Loa. Speaking of botches, in their corner, they went up against Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. Again, a good matches here. Um, poor rep took 2 bumps off of this one. Um, then everybody, the whole match went haywire after that. Uh, the only botch came in this match when Tonga Loa was trying to give Kevin Owens a low blow. He winds up, I think the first one hit him in the ass, and the next one he hits Tama Tonga in the head. But the big focus, I think, was the in-ring debut of Jacob Fatu. Got a lot of press behind him, got a lot of hype behind him, and I thought they did pretty good. He didn't go in there showing off everything he can do, but kind of made him look like a little bit of a monster there. Probably the new enforcer, maybe, of the new bloodline. Um, he took the draping DDT from Randy Orton, or the vintage Randy Orton, as Michael Cole will say. He laid there for a minute, then got up. And as soon as Randy Orton turned around to give him the RKO, Jacob Fatu was in his face. And Randy Orton, of course, being a pro that he is, sold it very good. Like, what the hell? Then that's when he took over the match. But in the end, hit the what was it called, the Willow and the Wisp, whatever move that I forgot what Jeff Hardy used to call it. It's like a triple jump tumbleweed move. And then Jacob hit Cody Rhodes with the Impaler DDT as he was going for that third crossroads on Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa then, after Jacob held him up, Solo hit him with his Samoan Spike, got the 1, 2, 3 on the WWE champion. Do they say he's undisputed? I know I ask this a lot, but sometimes I'll look at it, it's like, Would they say undisputed? Or, kind of just used to it. But now I gotta get used to them not saying it. Or me not saying it. But I thought that was a pretty good match as well. Like I said, decent little pay-per-view. But the cool thing I liked about this pay-per-view was this announcement right here. Come Saturday, October 6th, Bad Blood comes back. Of course, Bad Blood, the first Bad Blood was, I forgot what year it was, but it introduced the world to the Hell in a Cell match. But it is coming to Atlanta at State Farm Arena. Definitely going to have to get some tickets to that and check that out. It's been a long time since Atlanta got a premium live event. We've had Raws. I think last time WWE was in Atlanta, I think it was for SmackDown, I believe. I didn't get a chance to go to that. It was just, Friday, hard for me, get off work and all that stuff. Again, Monday would be the same thing. But definitely gonna do everything I can to get tickets and go to that show. Plus, I ain't. This is sad. I haven't been to. Last time I was at State Farm Arena, it's called Phillips Arena. That's how long it's been since I've been to that particular stadium or arena in Atlanta. So, should be interesting there. Let's see. Let's see. Joe, for missing the top WWE women this match, this was actually my favorite match. Yeah, I mean, I would say this is probably my favorite match as well. Excuse me. Um, I liked it. I think universally this match is probably a lot of people's favorite. Um, the men's were the men's was okay, but you pretty much know who's going to win. That's the part where you know who's going to win, and you just that's just them telling the story. Um, so that wasn't much of a big deal. Um, what else? I Again, you kind of knew Sammy was going to win, but I was pulling for Braun Breaker. Again, give this dude a finishing maneuver besides a spear. Also, give him the Steiner. I mean, you said you gave when he closed on Sami Zayn, they said Steiner line. They have not acknowledged that Rick Steiner is his dad. So drop the breaker part and go with Steiner. I think people. I think he's made somewhat know that he's who he is, and really don't need the Steiner name, but kind of like with Charlotte Flair, like for a long time they just called her Charlotte. Then when it's finally okay, it's kind of stupid now. This is call her Charlotte Flair. Same thing with Steiner here. It's like almost to the point now. It's like let's call him Steiner. Braun Steiner. That sounds like an ass kicker name. And the main event, it was what it was. Like I said, I thought it was very smart. I don't know who was the agent for this. I think it was very smart. You didn't go in, use this as a highlight reel for what Jacob can do. I've seen plenty of his matches, and like his, people put up his highlight reel on, name it, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Did you have to see it all in one match? No. Let's and of course this is part of that Triple H thing or Paul Levesque thing. Let things sizzle, let it cook a little bit. This ain't Hormel chili he's doing. He's doing a homemade, grind the, cook the meat, add the vegetables, let things simmer, let that chili simmer, you know. Um, yeah, he did. He did mention Steiner in his promo. Like I said, I hope they. I mean, two things I wish. I hope they. I mean, I get it. I think it's all because the whole he can run the rope, hit the ropes at 3 miles per hour or whatever, and that makes his spear different. But I mean, even Jey Uso early on Raw, he won with a spear, and you're gonna have. Pretty sure Roman's gonna be coming back sometime soon. Bobby Lashley as well. Bobby Lashley uses a Hurt Locker. He does use the spear as well as a finisher at times. And of course, like I said, Roman Reigns, he does the spear. So it's like, okay, yeah, yeah, people using spears. You don't need another one. So uh, figure out another finisher for this dude. I mean, dude's an athlete, and he probably looks, seems to be strong as hell. I'm pretty sure there's other moves you can get him to do, or something that fits him. Uh, I mean, not that saying a spear does. I mean, not. Okay, remember for like the longest time, every big guy, they didn't use it for a finisher, but every big guy uses the big boot. Um, I give credit to Bruiser Brody for starting that trend. So every big guy gave a big boot. Like I said, Bruiser Brody did it, and Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan with a big boot leg drop. Uh, Undertaker did it. Dan Spivey did it. Test did it. Big Show had a big boot. Go to any show if you got a guy above 6'2", or sometimes 6 foot, 6 foot flat. He would do a big boot because everybody there was the next tallest person was the super kick. Yeah, that's a good analogy to Spears. It's not the new super kick yet. At least some people use the spear as a finisher, except for in AEW. But in AEW, you had Ricky Starks using the spear, and he's like $175, maybe. Okay, legitimately probably no more than 210, 220. Um, and should he will use the spear, but he will use the spear as like a setup move. Sometimes the Young Bucks would do a spear, but again, uh, they're the Bucks. You know, they're definitely a $180, $190. I don't know. They bulked up a little bit. Probably $2 and some change. But it's not like everybody's doing a spear just to do a spear. Super kick is like a clothesline now, or a clothesline was. People do a super kick, pick the person back up, do another move, kind of like a clothesline. People do a clothesline, pick, maybe go for a cover. Oh, okay, that didn't work. Because you used to, you had Stan Hansen, you had Nikita Koloff, Ivan Koloff, do the clothesline for a finisher. Barry Windham did a flying lariat as a finisher for a long time. When he was a babyface before he became a heel and a four horseman, then he still used the flying lariat. Then we also used the claw. Then later on the superplex, and I want to say he did it, and then he did it like the Impaler DDT first, where front face lock somebody, then picked him up by like he was getting a suplex and drop on his head. I almost want to say he invented that, because I think that's the first person I seen use it. Um, but yeah, like I said, that's my only pet peeve about Breaker. Okay, two, it's like, okay, give him the Steiner, let him be a Steiner, give him the Steiner name, and the spear. Give him a different move besides the spear. But yeah, still haven't heard when oh, I forgot to mention, damn, didn't even put a picture of it for anything. Guess who's back now? Kind of discussed a little bit last week or like 2 weeks ago. Britt Baker's back. Apparently, not only was she injured, she eventually suffered like a mini stroke or something like that. So, um, if that part's legit, hopefully she's being very careful about what kind of moves she will take. Um, because a stroke is not something you just play around with. Legit stroke. Uh, Not that I know, not personally know firsthand, but I've encountered people who've had mini strokes, and sometimes some of it does kind of have lasting effects, and they're definitely. I mean, of course, I don't know any pro wrestlers who do this full time and then had a mini stroke and just continue wrestling, taking head bumps or anything, or any kind of bumps, just doing regular, construction work or, kind of job I do. They're still, if they get a little dizzy, then, from whatever reason, they'll sit back and chill or whatever. Try not to get flustered too much and all that good stuff. So, uh, but but yeah, good to see Britt Baker back. Seeing her on Dynamite last night. She cleaned house of a bunch of male, you know, security guards. So good for her. So, uh, and of course, chased Mercedes Monet off, which she's a heel now. Moran's a heel now. MJF just turned heel now. Why? We don't know. I guess Mercedes, the fans kind of turned her heel. So, uh, but anyway, sorry about the late start. Like I said, now this one's set up. Speaking of late start, going to go ahead and say tomorrow night's Wrestling Gold Saturday or Friday night. That's going to be a little late too. Hopefully I can get out here by. Uh, I think it was her. I mean, from what I hear, it was her health issues. Um, Adam, Adam Cole. Who knows? I guess the whole uh, undisputed kingdom. It is what it is. I guess it's lower mid card deal now. Uh, Again, I asked 100 times. I mentioned it 100 times. Like, okay, MJF is back. Shouldn't this be the hot feud going in here? Not Roosh, not Will Ospreay or whoever. Shouldn't it be with Adam Cole and the Undisputed Kingdom? But I guess Adam's still hurt. Uh, I know he has surgery on his leg. I guess broke it. I mean, oops. AC's back on. Good. Starting to sweat. Hopefully, it won't affect the sound too much. I guess not. Um, Not according to this little green little thing up down here. But um, not sure about Adam Cole now. Uh nothing gets talked about Adam Cole right now. If he's almost ready to come back, or I mean, last time we seen him was at that one pay per view where he got kicked in the nuts and uh, you know and off he went. Um, and nothing. Choke, mini stroke. Uh, yeah. Uh, okay. I know this is not. I know this is not a kid friendly show, but there may be kids watching, so I'm gonna keep my mini stroke about Adam Cole to myself. Just figure it out if you're an adult. But yes, before I forget, tomorrow night's Wrestling Gold Friday night. hopefully I'll be home by 9 o'clock. It's gonna be a late start for that show. So if you don't watch it live, I understand. You're either going to be going to bed or out in the bars, out having a good time. But I'm still going to do it. Then put the replay online. Uh, but that might be a 10 p.m. start instead of 8 p.m. start because I'll be here all day tomorrow. Then hopefully I can try to sneak out of here by 4 o'clock. I mean, I was hoping to get out here by at least 2, but uh, the crew I'm working with, you hear these little show shits nowadays. Uh, oh yeah, I hear those little kids a lot. I go to indie shows. I hear these little kids. Um, Not my kids. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, like I said, I was hoping to be out of here by 2:30, but the crew I'm working with, um, they're a local grading crew, so uh, it's gonna be just another day to them. So uh, they're gonna try to work the usual time. So maybe I'll try and sneak out a little early, head home. Uh, I don't think anybody's gonna bust me about that, and it's like a 4 hour drive, 4.5 hour drive. So hopefully I can get home by 9 in my own little home studio, if you want to call it that. It's better than this get up. Um, uh, Back in the home, set up, uh, go home, shower, uh, as Snowman would say, shove some groceries down my throat. I'll probably stop somewhere, grab something to eat right quick, then maybe fix something at home. Uh, wow, 450. That sucks. I've been there a bunch of times on a Saturday. But like I said, I understand either, like I said, most of you folks could probably like Joe in bed, uh out having a good time, partying, whatever. And but I still gonna do it. So if you're home or you catch your phone on you, sure tune in. But I'll still have the replay up, so check out the replay for tomorrow night's. Basically, I'm saying tomorrow night's Wrestling Gold Friday night is still on. So, like I said, hopefully I'll be home 9 o'clock. Enough time to, like I said, shower, do some show prep as quickly as I can, and then get to it. So, as far as tonight, I think that does it for me tonight. Let's do the usual plugs. Let's see. Starting off with every Tuesday, I do a trivia show called Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, where I ask 5 questions all dealing with the sport, professional wrestling. Usually have those up by 10 a.m. on Tuesdays. So check those out. Check that out. Play with friends, and let me know how you do. Also, I do a Raw recap show. Usually try to have those up by Tuesday as well. Of course, this week it's been a little because of the being working out of town. But um, but yeah, check out Raw recap show. Also, I might have that one up by Tuesday or Saturday maybe. Uh, I sometimes do an AEW recap show. I think I've pretty much done it here. Uh, Basically gave you the clip notes of the important stuff that happened on AEW this week. So if I do one, it'll probably be up on Saturday, but usually try have that on Thursdays up and ready to watch, uploaded and ready to watch. So if you really want to hear me make fun of AEW, check that out. Or check out my other shows or AEW recaps. Speaking of Thursday, here we are. Spot Show live stream with me, Ronald Ray. Have those every Thursday. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Friday morning in Japan, and 5 a.m. Friday in India. So yes, check that out too. If you're not able to join me on the live stream, check me out on the hell. Oh well. Check out the replay on that as well. Yeah, this replay of this one's gonna be fun. Also, if today's wrestling is not in your bag, you don't dig it, you don't care for it, but I want to go back to yesterday's where wrestling was wrestling. Wrestling was real, damn it. I have a show for you. It's called Wrestling Gold Friday Night. Now, usually this thing starts about 8 p.m. Eastern, but like I said, like just mentioned, tomorrow night show is probably going to be around 10 o'clock. I'm just going to, I'm probably just going to set it up and go at it as soon as I can. So if you got your notification bell on, hopefully they'll let you know when I got ready to go. I am going to set up for at least 10 o'clock tomorrow. So yes, check it out. This week, same plan. This week in wrestling history or today in wrestling history, and going to be doing a watch along featuring the AWA. Hopefully I pluck out something from 1986. I think that was a kind of a good year for them. Had some young talent back then. So anyway, as far as tonight's Spot Show live stream, appreciate everybody tuning in. Whoops. There we go. Let's add a little bit of personality to this. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Sorry I was late. Like I said, trying to get everything hooked up. I am somewhat tech savvy, but not the most tech savvy person. I'm good enough to be dangerous as far as the tech savvy thing goes. But anyway, appreciate everybody tuning in. Until next week, you folks have a good one and take it easy. Drop a like button, leave a comment. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray. On X or Twitter is RPATRPTV46. Until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.